Bye. Brian's ready to go at the end of our day. Bye.
Waterfalls.
Over there, alright?
We already took pictures. Maybe on that.
Yeah, there they are. The waterfalls.
She's going to be up here and
We're back at Master Roxy on VHF. This one is loud and clear. Got you the same loud and clear on VHF.
what do you think? Is that cool? It's awesome, man. It's right side up and everything. Okay, I need to make a little bit of room for people.
This plate coral is a deeper water coral, like where we are. Usually 50 feet or deeper is where the plate coral can grow the best, because the plates are really fragile. It enables them to get that close and not touch each other. They don't bump into each other when they're swimming in that.
I go like on this side of the window so I can't picture that.
Now we do have a small pufferfish down here. I don't know if he's going to scoot under the sub or not. But if you look straight down, you might see what looks like a turkey leg with fins on it. Now No, he's not on the sheet. There's like 450 species of fish in this reef system, and they don't all fit on one card. So, I'll try to point out the ones that you don't see. Some that you do see are these little gray soldier fish. They're right here along the edge. Now, they're nocturnal. You may notice how still these little gray fish are. They feed at night. They have a pretty big eye for such a small fish, and that's a good sign that you're looking at a night-feeding fish. It needs a larger eye to see in the dark. You guys see some sea urchins out here? These dark brown spiny creatures waving their needles in the water. These are spiny sea urchins. They're all over the place. Fauna. You don't fauna step on one. That's the way to remember that Hawaii name. I see some yellow tangs off the starboard side. Those little yellow guys down there. I may not have mentioned this. Most of these fish eat algae that grows on the coral. So these day feeders, most of them you'll see them scraping their mouths across the coral. The little yellow tangs are just doing it all the time. Just rubbing the coral, trying to get some algae off the coral. This side race is going to turn us around. So starboard side, we're going to give you that front row view. Fish is out there on the other side of the reef. That means the port side is going to see that lobe coral that looks like that lumpy mashed potatoes thing. Lobe stuck together, and the cauliflower coral, finger coral be out there. Sometimes we get lucky and an eel's hiding out there and just kind of poking his head out, taking a breath. Eels are nocturnal. They're one of our nocturnal fish. So they will move from place to place during the day, but it's pretty rare to see an eel strike something and eat it during the daytime. All right, starboard side, here comes the south. Here's that school of yellowfish, the blue line snapper. Through our years of observation, we have discovered the smarter ones swim next to another fish that swims slower than them. Trying some new material today. I don't know if that one's working quite as well. Yeah, that's a puffer straight down here as we turn the winery system. In the 1950s, the people in charge of natural resources here thought it would be easy to improve commercial fishing by, and Hawaii does have the highest percentage of endemic fish of any place in the world because it's just fish, other fish can't get here. There are some fish that are found in other places and they're also here, but quite a few that are unique to Hawaii. Fish.
Those almost determined turning points.
They get the name because their mouth opens wide like the bell of a trumpet. You know they're long and skinny. Hawaii name is Minu. You see how the space under that reef is like a cave, stretches all the way around the North Reef. Lots of hiding places in there.
That was a big one.
Interesting, it turns into sand. It's an algae that calcifies as it grows, turns into calcium carbonate, which is very rock-like. Later when we're going to cruise out there and you'll notice the tips of some of the algae plants going white. Those white flakes break off and as currents move around, they grind into sand.
Whatever your long ones are better. Try it.
Look at all this sand on the coral right in front of the reef. It's a sign that there's been dolphin here within the last hour. See, the dolphin have really interesting hunting techniques. They'll come to a reef like this and they'll use their tail and stir up the sand. It creates a cloud. The current then moves that cloud onto the reef and the fish can't see the dolphin. He uses his echosensitivity to swim in and grab a fish. So when we see a lot of sand on a reef like that, it's a sign it's a dolphin grabbing something to eat.
A little bit.
dolphin are in the area, we can usually tell if they're close enough. Underwater telephone communicate with Roxy. So we hear this really fast little ticking sound in our headphones, and then we know that there's dolphin pretty close. They have to be pretty close for us to hear them. So all these silvery fish above the reef are yellowfin goatfish. You may see barbels drop from their chin occasionally on the sand. They'll move the barbels around in front of their mouth to look for food. Wines have an interesting name for goatfish. It's called veke, which means to open. The reason they call them the open fish, they would eat them during their religious rituals to see into the... So we still got the reef down here on starboard. You can still see it. Isn't it amazing how many fish will be huddled around a coral reef, and as soon as you get away from it, there's just no fish. Just it shows you how important these coral reefs are to the health of the oceans. I just don't get it. I guess they just haven't made a movie about falling coconuts yet. They do that. Yeah. Yeah, you're walking around with coconut palms, you keep an eye up. We are going to another reef. Anybody want to see a sunken ship? Okay, I can do that for you. We're going to check out, turn around, and we'll give you a look as well. Yeah, there's a little jack down here. These are jacks on the port side coming over to the sub. These are the predators. These are the guys that eat other fish. Why would they swim over to the sub? It looks like they're swimming under us because they can sneak up on other fish hiding under the sub. We don't look like a predator, so the predators use us to sneak up on other fish. Alright, the story on the ship, built in Germany in 1920. Oh, here's another big trumpet fish cruising right in front of us. Yeah, see, he's an ambush predator. Because of that long, skinny shape, he goes right into another fish and they can't see him coming. He opens up his wide mouth and sucks up the other fish. Alright, this ship, built in Germany in 1920. It was a two-masted schooner with a small engine installed right after it was built. 50 years, cruised around the Baltic Sea in Northern Europe, moving cargo from port to port. Now, its usefulness as a cargo ship by then, and it was put up for sale. Well, Hana Restoration Foundation was looking for a boat. They found this one all the way over in Northern Europe. Bought it, flew a crew from here all the way to there. They hopped on board, sailed it across the Atlantic through the Panama Canal, all the way to Maui. Took over 100 days. Why did they do it? They wanted to use it as a whaling museum. So 10 years ago, when you were here 10 years ago, do you remember the ship sitting right in front of the harbor? Yeah, some people don't remember it, but it was chained to the wall right in front of the harbor. Tack their tail, and then they get to swim away. Now, if you look on the port side, there's this big silvery fish out there. He's kind of swimming away from us. You'll see these silvery fish. They're fairly large. And, oh yeah, there's the ray out there on the port side. I don't know if you see him over there, and the blue fish right in front. See the little tiny bright yellow, dark blue fish? Those are Himalayas. They only live in Hawaii. They have a job. That is to clean parasites off all the other fish. It could be a big predator. A big predator doesn't always come to a reef to eat. He comes to a reef to get the parasites cleaned off the scales. And a Himalaya will do that.
Akaruna oku oni oni ke anaina kawahine. Akaruna oku oni oni ke anaina kawahine.
Playing a significant role in our Hawaiian history is the fire goddess, Hana. In a search for a new home, she would travel these islands. In ending her quest, she chooses Hana to Maui at Luau on the island of Hawaii. Throughout her journey, she leaves us a legacy of many chats and many stories. One day, as Pele sleeps, she dreams. And in this dream, she was lured by the sound of the bahu and ka playing on to the distance. Her spirit is awakened, and her spirit follows the sound until she finds herself at Hana on the island of Hawaii, at a secret hollow used for the teaching of hula. Now, as she enters the hollow, she will be met by Luau, chief of the island, and is taken by her beauty. They would stay together for several days and fall in love. When Pele must leave and return home, Luau, saddened and in grief over her departure, takes his own life. Hi'iaka, the youngest sister of Pele, it shows that you go to Hawaii and bring Luau back to Pele Luau, promising not to show favor for the man no matter the circumstance. Hi'iaka will leave in his sister's care, her sacred lands, and her dear friend Ho'oi. Off she goes. In ours, her journey and quest. Na Luau is a chant that speaks of the many natural obstacles that Hi'iaka must face in her search for you.
Ai, okora wa wike koa. Good morning.